Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Quarterback on the keeper. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Bowman. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it! And into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's complete to the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 30. He's going. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10. There he goes. Quick step and go. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
And who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
With the run on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Bowman. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Finds his man. It's Parks. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
To throw, it's Bowman. He's got it. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
He runs out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Second down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Working the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. All out of space. And it'll be a touchdown.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense, understanding this. That QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He makes the catch. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
3rd down coming up.
Third down coming up after the completion. He'll go to the sneak. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him wide open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Parks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. QB draw. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
They kick it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Now on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Leaves it with the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying to convert this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Now, this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll try to get outside. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Parks. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw again. He's got him. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. Hey, he's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff to the fullback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Bowman. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The RPO, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Just keeps moving. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The inside handoff. Breaks attack. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. All the way in for the touchdown.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him. Great tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The screen, he's got wheels, turning it on. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quick completion to the right. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside for defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Powers forward. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire.
Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's him today.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Pulls and fires complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
First down here for the offense. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's in for the score. Touchdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have that.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the air, it's Bowman. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Let's see what they've got on second down. It's a draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on second down. On target to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This is just getting gross. I mean, he's close to 500 yards now just dissecting this defense. They have had no answer for that powerful arm.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man on the outside. Nice move. He smashes his way. Made him miss again. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Oh, better look out. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baxter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Richmond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
On the option. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he will house it.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reading the option, it's Bowman. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He'll keep it himself. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Snagged in the middle, it's Baxter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got his man to the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Bell. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. That last completion sets him up on second down. Power football with the run. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush is on him. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They're going to test that run defense to the right here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Bowman. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So a drive there of 84 yards, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Brings up second down.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Option look, it's Bowman. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Third down, any kind of score wins it, and they want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Got some room in it to the goal line. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.